guys, on to the next story, honey. Before I go back on the JP News, let's talk about Diamond Platnumz's interview that he's doing with Aaliyah. Hey, God. And he's talking about different topics. Of course, you all know that we're a little bit messy, honey. We're very particular about the topics that we are going to uncover, right? And I found it weird that they're asking about Zuchu and Diamond's breakup and how they're handling it. Well, the family of Diamond Platnumz have been accused being the problem not only with Zuchu in the past. Okay, Zuchu literally called out this one. Okay, his name is Ricardo, from Diamond's side of the family, the dad side of the family, because the mother have different baby daddies. Okay, so Zuchu called her in the past, for being shady on Wasafi. And now he was being asked, how is the family handling this situation? I'm like, the family is happy, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not like they like Miss Mamas like that. Because if they liked Miss Mamas, I don't think Diamond, considering that he's very close with his brothers, his brothers will not be in the wedding. Well, his brothers couldn't have been there regardless because they are afraid of Diamond's mom. But anyway, so he said some very interesting things which we're going to uncover slowly, but I find it weird that it was on Aaliyah's segment that they chose to talk about this issue. And anyway, so they first off by asking Ricardo Bomo, about the recent breakup and Zuchu's post on YouTube, like now on Instagram. How is the family handling it? Like how and what are type of the conversations that the family is having both with Zuchu and Diamond Platnumz, and how is it going so far? And it's very interesting because it wasn't Aaliyah who asked, but she was very attentive, honey, to hear the answer.
Sisi mara nyingi kusuluhisha inategemea na wenyewe husika wapo tayari namna gani. Kwa hiyo unakuwa upande wa kusikiliza. Utamsikiliza huyu, utasema sawa, utamsikiliza huyu, utasema sawa. Kuhusu kusamiana ama kutokusamiana na wao wenyewe. Kwa sababu hauwezi kujua maumivu ya mtu ambaye anayapitia. Lakini hatui sehemu ambayo ya kukandamiza. Haja tuseme huko kwamba hafaya. Kwa sababu mwisho siku ile jambo lina siri kubwa sana. Mtu ambaye anakana mwenzie bila nguo, mtihani kumshauri kitu. Ni mtihani sana.
So Ricardo Momo first started off by saying that when it comes to resolving this matter, it depends with the both of them, okay? If they really want to resolve it. And then also, according to him, all they do is listen, okay? And trying as much as not to be very one-sided, try to be very neutral, wherever it is that whenever they are listening to them, talking about their problems and the accusations. And he also added that it's a little bit difficult to mediate or trying to advise somebody who is still in love or people who have been in the same bed. It's very, very hard. So you need to be very careful what comes out of your mouth, because most of the time you need to know when to separate if they're speaking out of emotion or they're still mad. You need to know how to differentiate wherever they're talking so that you can have a good advice to advise them. He also talked about something that I think Esma said the last time. Let me play it to y'all.
Ndio siku moja hata tuingili kwa kwa sababu katika moja ile sisi tuna utani mwingi. Sisi kutaniana hasi mchezo. Sisi tunapenda wadidikio tukutanie. Sisi ndio namna hiyo. Lakini hatuharibu. Tunakupiga sasa mmoja watani wetu pia unasaidia mtu pia kuimarisha penzi lake. Anayo atanitoa damu wa watu. Mmoja anakuja pembeni anaimarisha penzi, lakini hatuingiliani katika sehemu kwa sababu sio sehemu sahihi ya kumwingilia mtu kwenye raha.
Okay guys. So Diamond's brother go ahead and said that you need to know how to advise them. Of course, he talked about that, not to come off like a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? He also said that they like to joke about each other's relationships, especially when things are not good. Sometimes they hope that things doesn't work out for someone so that they can make it like a joke. Like they don't joke like in terms of with the malice, but they joke so that next time you will know how to deal with your relationship with. I find weird, but honey, every family have their own weirdness going around, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think I can sit like this and hope that my siblings' marriage break so that I can start making fun of them. Like trying to even make fun of someone wherever they're going through a breakup, to me, I feel like it's heartless, because they need to sympathize with, like they need you as a sibling to be there for them and feel their pain. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, every family have their own, you know what I'm saying, have their own way of living, way of doing things. So that's why when he said that, because I also heard in the past Esma talking about how they always talked about each other's relationship, especially if it's not doing good. And of course, later on, he was also asked about why the siblings, especially, like to talk about somebody's relationship. For example, if Diamond is going through it with Zuchu, you'll see Diamond's brother or cousin making fun of the situation, you know, telling Diamond, oh, I hear you're cheating, or oh, I hear we are going to have yet another nephew. You know, whenever they say something like this, it comes off like a little bit disrespectful, because I don't see this with Zuchu's side of the family, them making fun wherever Diamond is going through a situation, because I've seen this also with Diamond's other siblings. Diamond, you know, talking about other siblings' relationship whenever they're not doing good. So because Diamond and Zuchu are the biggest star, wherever they're going through something, or wherever Diamond cheat or embarrass Zuchu, and his brother or sister is being seen on the comment section making fun of it, it always come off like, you know what I'm saying, like seriously? It almost come off like they don't like her in that family, you know what I'm saying, because they want some sort of sympathy. Because at that point, I feel like the best thing family members can do is just to keep quiet and allow the couple to resolve their own problem. I think they just don't like Miss Mamas. The entire family don't like Miss Mamas. And I think if you want to continue being with Diamond, being close with Diamond, you need to simp to Diamond's mother. If Diamond's mother wake up one day and she don't like you, it doesn't matter if Diamond is feeling you, honey. You ain't staying in that family. You gotta go. You got to go. Okay? And I also found it funny that Aaliyah doing that interview and looking Ricardo Momo straight in the eye, but the things that we've heard about Aaliyah and Diamond, I'm like, girl, are you trying to find out for yourself too, or for the sake of the job? Anyway, I'm coming back with more tea, because I'm hearing that Zuchu posted something, honey, and Zuchu also with Kajala are having their own moment in breakup, because they're both receiving it hard. I'm going to come back with more of that. Keep it classy. Tell me, still stupid down in the comment section. Of course, as always, I love you to the moon and back. Ciao, ciao.